So have you been in a situation whereby you'll be working with Cocobase, but when you try to do something and there's an error, it shows this dummy error instead of getting just the details and display the reason why we are having this error. So as you can see, I'm working with Google Authentication with Cocobase, and when I try to continue with the stuff, you see that I'm getting an error, which is Google Client ID is not configured for this project, which is very fine. But when I try to work with it, I'm getting this full error message. So I'll be showing you how to get just the detail of this error message so that instead of getting that big, like the whole test content, you can get just the detail. So, and in the meantime, this is what we are doing. So if there's an error, we first of all console the log the error, which is, then we can alert it. Say cocoa alert.error, then we'll convert the error to a string to avoid an error. But if we want to get just the detail, this is what we'll do instead. We'll come here and say const error, or let's call this constraint error is equals to our error dot to string. So we need to convert it to string first. Then we'll come here and say const, we say formatted error is equals to our string error is equals to our string error dot replace. So you should replace any of these parts with an empty string. Then after replacing it, then we'll say const JSON error is equals to our formatted error. We'll say JSON dot parse our formatted error. Then we can now console.log our formatted error instead of console.logging the raw error. Then okay, so the error we are getting, we'll convert it to a string first, then we'll say const formatted error. Then after converting it to a string, if you check our console, you see that even this error, the error message on its own, what is this? If it's like it's a JSON that is converted with a string, error request failed, and it's being converted with a string, that it has the status code, the URL, the method, and even the detail of the error which is inside of this error object. So to get the detail, it will now be error.detail. So we can now come here, and since it's been compiled along with a string, to get just this string here, which is an object that has been converted to a string from the backend, to get just this string here, that's what we did. Formatted error is equals to that our the error dot replace. So we are replacing this feed, which is this error, which always comes with Cocobase error. We're replacing it with an empty string. So we'll now say const formatted string. Then after replacing it, here we'll now get the formatted error. So we now need to convert that formatted error, which is also a string, back to a JSON. So for that, that's the reason why we use the JSON.parse formatted error. So we can just console.log the JSON error. And remember that if we are now getting this JSON error, we cannot do the .error.detail. So for that, we say cocoa alert or any other alert mode that you are using .error. If you alert our JSON error .error.detail. Okay. So by reloading, then let's try again. Let's sign in. So you see, perfect. JSON error is not defined. Oh, let's see. Oh, sorry, we did the cocoa alert outside the catch block. So let's see. But if you check very well, you see that by console.logging the JSON error, we are not getting a proper JSON of the error that we can just do .error.detail to get us the actual error, which is what we are doing now. So to alert it, to now be our JSON error.error.detail. So by reloading, you can click on it, then sign in. So since there's an error, if you just show the actual error, which is now our converted error, the error will convert to JSON.error.detail. So this is how to do it. But if you don't want to go through all this stress, what I would just advise you do is to come here and use the cocoa alert. If there's an error, say cocoa alert.error, then say cocoa error, then pass in the error here. Then if you want to console.log it, like get a preview, we say console.log cocoa error dot error. Sorry. say console.log cocoa error, then pass in the error, then we can get the dot message. We can get the message, the response, then the status code, and even the raw error. Let's get the raw error. So this Cocoa error is a package that has been imported from Cocoa Alert / React. So by using this Cocoa error, we can just get, that raw format that we're getting, the one that comes with an error code. We'll just convert it, like we'll give it to this Cocoa error function, and Cocoa error will help us to format the whole error. Like it will be the one doing the dot replace and everything, and give us just the dot detail, or let's call it dot message. So to simplify things, we can come here and create a variable, say const real error message, or you can call it any variable name you want. Say const real error message is equals to Cocoa error dot, sorry, we say Cocoa error, then pass in the error we are getting, then dot message. So we'll now place it here. So of course the dot message will give us the detail of that error. This is the fastest way to do it with Cocoa Alert. So by going back, so by clicking on it, then select any of our Gmail. So you see there's an error, it will alert the error, and it will also console.log it. So it's kind of similar, the Cocoa error. This is how to do it with Cocoa error. Then if you want to do it the traditional way, then this is what you might want to do. That's it on this one. Thanks for watching.